Thank you for very warm applause. Well, by the way, thank you for coming here because for me it's quite interesting people who is coming on Monday in the evening after a lot of the planning, agile stuff or scrum mastering, blah, 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 just decided to listen about the optimizing. What the fuck you will say? Sorry, but I would like to say in reality, during the creation of the reports, the best interesting things, sometimes you need to think about the low level, who is the providing for you the legs and other stuff. Do you agree with me? If yes, please show your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4. Understood. Everyone trusts the Tableau Cloud. I understood. Just pay for Tableau Cloud. Everything will be great. Am I right? Okay. Understood. So let's start. Opa. Technical issues. What's the problem? Of course, with the human, not hardware. Never trust the human. This is the big problem of this world. Because I'm from Atlassian. You will ask me, who am I? I'm from Atlassian. I like the Atlassian stuff. I like the Java. I like JVM performance tuning and other stuff. And I would say I do the small stuff. I like the fintech company, industries especially, low latency, HFT and other stuff, is because there you can copy the new technologies and implement for our technology. For example, in Tableau, why not? And next one, the portfolio management, our stuff, it's quite interesting to understand sometimes the business, because business wants to do one report, after that detail, and then detail, and after that nothing works. Because they forgot data mart, because all things was created by 1 petabyte of data, maybe. I don't know, it's up to you. I will be happy if you provide me the feedback in a few slides, because as I heard, we have some gift related to the good questions. But I would like to also have some answers. By the way, usually I provide only one slide. This is only one major slide. Never trust me. By the way, I will lie you. Never trust me. I will provide me some storytelling and other stuff, because I'm selling. No, I'm just engineering. That's it. In any decision, please do double checking. This is the main idea. Double check, by investigate, and percentile and other stuff, averaging. Please don't forget about that. Measuring. Never trust me. So let's start into the deep, because it's quite a lot of a smoke talk and other stuff. Why do we need to vet? Under vet, it means high availability. We have in the naming, the clustering and other stuff. Why we need to vet? Anyone from here, why we need to have the high availability of the Tableau? Looks like everyone sit with a Tableau desktop and developing, posting into the Tableau Cloud, looks like. Permission access, great.
C-level would like to see the report.
C-level would like to see, okay, you can provide to them the dedicated Tableau server in Tableau desktop, why not?
Yeah, I would like to show it to my colleagues.
Colleagues, oh, more users, interesting. Permissions, okay, for the permission we will describe with you, because you cannot provide in the Tableau desktop with the permission, absolutely right, and then you have the Tableau server and other stuff. By the way, we have the person who is from the Tableau who can easily to explain why we need to that.
High availability ensures security for our Tableau, so it means that if one of our nodes goes down, we can still provide the data. Best use case I can think of is the US military.
Okay, it's very good. Only one thing, can I replace instead of security, just saying availability? Because we have somewhere here the S3 guys, they like only 3 things: availability, latency, and error rate. Based on that, I would like to have the golden metrics, and based on that, I would like to say observability, because I don't have eyes. This is the main idea. High availability, we understood, it's just providing the service as possible as much more uptime. But and the uptime is, if you have the 20 nodes, you can restarting every node, replacing and everything. It's good. It's okay. Only one thing, the users can have the access to that report if it's possible. That's a very good answer. Thank you. And clustering. By the way, it's they usually do the same thing, but we need to synchronizing with additional issues and our stuff. So my answer is just one, enterprise. Who don't answer with me? Who doesn't answer with me? Do I have the some argue instead of the enterprise? Looks like everyone agree with me. Are you sure?
Could you elaborate?
Enterprise, okay. And the enterprise, okay. I'm from the startup. I have the Tableau desktop. Why I need to do the something? If I want to show something in the C level, with my friend and on the near the table, I will show. That's it.
Enterprise version have big features.
Big features. High availability, enterprise, backup, and other stuff. Yeah, this is my answer. But let's do a deep dive into business questions. Usually, everyone wants to see the board with fresh data as possible. Anyone wants to have some argue? Kinda. Oh, that's very good. By the way, in each item, I put a special joke. Please be aware. Because under joke, it means a controversial question and item and lemma and other stuff. But you have to communicate with me. Please try to. Because today is a Monday. You do some of the planning stuff. It was boring. But now time to just maybe communicate with me. I will try to communicate with you. Any fresh data is possible. Okay, let me do the other stuff. Who is making the PNL for today? Please show your hand. One person. 2, 3. Okay, what are you doing, guys? For what are you doing the dashboards with the boards, the metrics? What are you showing? By the way, what exactly do you show?
All the metrics that are interested for our business.
For all the metrics interest for our business. So business need to fresh data as possible, am I right? Actually, yes. It means, for example, I would like to budgeting. I need to information from last year, but as we speaking about the fresh data is possible, we need to refresh the data for last year every 5 seconds. Is it okay? Not really. If you remember, I just put especially in each item the additional controversial subject. So we need to detailize fresh data as possible. Sometimes maybe we don't need to. Why I'm just asking for the P&L? Sometimes it's better to, for example, for quarter or something like that, detailization. Also, when I started to providing information, details, and deeper. Then I just saying, maybe sometimes you need to cut off just saying, that board will show only that data. That board will show that data. I'm pretty sure you're doing like this, because for you, everything is in your blood. But I'm just trying to memorize you. Everyone, you are very clever, guys. So I just put here. Sorry, it's not showing unfortunately the lighter on that TV site. But one thing, I just put backgrounder, hyper, live connection. It's a keywords what you need to know. The backgrounder, freshen data, hyper is a memory engine, which is fetching in memory data of your Tableau. Live connection, you can controversial go directly. This is the main idea. So the next one person somewhere else just said, we need to show the report for C-level. Let me rephrase it. During the big demo, no stress. Because sometimes better to don't provide some stress. Stress is for everyone, to be honest. And one interesting thing, what can be done for reducing the slash dot effect? Usually it's a slash dot effect. Who knows how we can reduce that situation? Please show your hand. Please provide me some answer. Slash dot effect. You never meet with the slash dot effect? No?
Haber effect.
Haber effect, yeah. In Russian speakers, usually just a Haber effect. Slash dot effect is usually also in the world. Okay, it's very interesting. Black Friday, on each Black Friday, if you buy something the down, usually you meet with that. But looks like in the Tableau, especially in Tableau Cloud, nothing. Everything is good. Absolutely right. I need to learn and I will deep dive into the technology stuff. So next item, more user can use without slowness of board. This is our business question. You agree with that? How to mitigate with that? I just put again acceleration, caches, and other stuff. Acceleration, I'm pretty sure you're starting to use from 2023.1.3. It's starting to much more easier to using the acceleration. The caches, and the caches can be in different level on the proxy, on the CDN level, on also if you remember the Tableau providing the render in the PNG file, you can do also the rendering. Also you can put, who remember TSM cache access list, and then you can see usually the low, and you can do the frequently. It means keep as much possible longer the caches of the hyper and our stuff. And with SQL server, for example. And also you can keep some data in the data server. It's a technical things. If you are not interested, just show you, please up your hand. No. Okay. So let's start into our way, because it was like a theory, abstract. I don't like it. Let's do that deep and dive in the real stuff. Our way at Exness, we had one server. Before, Exness had some of the server in the looks like in the Windows, but we migrate to Linux. We had the one server with the following the configuration: gateway, application server, vSQL2, cache server, clustering. If you want to, I can describe. Who wants to know what exactly means each component? Looks like no one. Okay. Who see the big problem? What I changed? I added additional server, but make some differentiation. Previous, now. Backgrounder. Absolutely right. Why I put there only backgrounder?
You had a highly extract environment and you wanted to isolate the process to ensure that your end users were still getting good load times.
Okay, in easiest ways, how I can say why I made that decision?
You use a lot of extracts.
Extras, okay. How I can easily to understanding I have a lot of extracts? Runtime, complicated, but it's okay. Also, queue, it's very good. Maybe schedule, queue, and other stuff. That's right. After that, I have decided to a little bit add more environments. But if you see, the backgrounders 6. Why I reduce number of one server, 4 backgrounders into 2? Huh?
You just split it between different servers.
Split it different between servers because it's a shared environment, concurrency, maybe race conditions, because sometimes it's easy to add additional environment and quite easy. And I added 4, and if you can see, but somewhere don't have the application server. I'm just showing exact real production, what I changed, what I moved. If you see the application server and gateway, gateway is receiving the connection and deciding to a vSQL routing to application server together. So who knows why I moved from 2 to 4 and then decided to read documentation maybe or go to the customer support. Who knows? because I meet a lot of the bugs, a lot of the problems, somewhere the mistakes and somewhere the different things. I'm just showing. I especially highlighted Zookeeper. I hope Tableau will update with, let's say, vulnerable the component. Also, the audit logs for Tableau viewing, it's also great things. Also, please add supporting the Alma Linux. It's yet another operation system. I'm just creating. I'm just asking. And by the way, thank you for answering Tableau. I found it's very good technical support guy from who is the support in the Singapore things. I'm happy to call with him in 4 a.m. in the Cyprus time because he just we can communicate with him and make a lot of things. The main idea of that, what I want to show, customer support knows interesting, maybe inside information. Because sometimes it's very good to communicate together. But after that, I'm again go to the support. Why? Any answer? We have the 4 environment, 4 servers. And everything is working quite well, but somewhere not well. I especially added a few items and then move to the 3 nodes. Why I did it? Who understanding? Why it's better to have the 3 nodes instead of 4?
Consensus? You have consensus?
Consensus, yeah, quorum. Let's imagine you have the election and you need to understand which one is broken. For example, in our real world voting system, how we can understand, how you can trust. For example, you are the node, I'm not, you are not. Node 1, 2, 3. Let's imagine one of our, the node is a leader. Leader decided to dead. Okay. You saying leader is dead. I don't trust you. If we together will be, we cannot make the sum of the decision. But if we together double check it, she does. Okay, let's imagine. And we voting who will be the leader, and then reorganizing, restabilizing. That was the main issue. By the way, could you refresh your page, please? Huh? You refreshed?
Yes.
No. I saw a lot of more slides. Aha. Opa. Absolutely right. Something wrong with synchronization. Now I showed. I thought, what's going on? I showed especially 3 nodes and stabilizing, and now it's a Zookeeper and everything works. And then we can do all our stuff. By the way, we can see the big problem of the distributive system, sometimes the problem with caching. For example, why I just decided to refresh. This is the interesting fact. I am Mr. Klepman. You can Google it. You can find the distribution system who is providing a lot of interesting stuff. He mostly designed for Google, Netflix, and our stuff, doing the last things related to distribution system, and we'll describe why we need to have the quorum and our stuff. So, did I answer for all questions? Our free business question, fresh data is possible, and our stuff. I just put the 3 nodes and that's it. Something interesting? Nothing. Because I didn't answer for performance. If you remember, everyone wants to have the fastest possible the report. Who is using accelerator? Please show you. One person. Okay, if you're using, how it help me? You don't know. Huh? Work better, good. It's a very good answer, work better. But we need to pay for that work better by memory, especially on the browser side and with SQL and HTTPD, which is related to the data server side. So accelerator happens is not so long time ago, a few releases ago, the small one. The main idea of that it's accelerating the report. If you have let's say a lot of the small boards and you can accelerate. It's a caching. For example, if you open your browser, go to the developer tools and check how much data transceiving from the server. For example, you're located in Uruguay and your server located in Singapore. Then you can see the biggest problem, you're transceiving 100 megabytes. It's impossible to light of speed be fast as a light of speed. And then you can do the acceleration, and the acceleration is a multiplexing into one package and in the bundle and go there, because I don't want to save the package because HPT2 doing the multiplexing and other stuff. It is absolutely the same idea, but on a little bit upper level of the application. And therefore, I will be happy if you start using accelerator view and provide the feedback to a vendor. Maybe vendor will be improve it. This is the main idea. Also, who knows what is this? Great. A dashboard. Great answer. Okay, where you can find that dashboard? Admin Insights. It's very good. Also where?
You can create it yourself.
That's very good. Also, a little bit detailed you can find in one of the product of the Tableau. Answer?
Performance recording.
It's very good. And performance recording, and then you can throw into a web product. Now it's a performance, I especially read not so long time. You renamed. You're just preparing the server, application performance server, connecting to the Tableau nodes, and then it's providing the performance monitoring tool.
Oh, research monitoring.
Research monitoring. It's very good. You get the correct answer from the vendor. Vendor said research method is a fourth possible. So that dashboard, you can see the admin insights. In reality, it's very good. It's very enough to me to start into investigating what type, which one is providing. It's a real information, and you can find a few top 5 the reports. As usually, you can see you can work only with one, and everyone is happy. This is the main idea. So for the performance improvement, what type of the problem do you see? It looks like it will be super fast report. What do you think? Will it be? Table, great. How many marks? It's a very good question. So let's start from the table. Why? Okay. Table is usually quite faster. I prefer to use the Grafana. Grafana is showing with InfluxDB quite faster. What's the big problem?
Grafana wasn't designed for visual analytics.
Visual analytics, very good, absolutely correct things. Tableau designed for visual analytics, different graphs, the pie chart and other stuff, a lot of things. To be honest, I haven't known a lot of the interesting, the funnels, and it's a lot of things. But biggest the problem with working with the table. What's a big problem? Do you know? In technically, what happens? Usually that table providing as an iframe, into that iframe, each component each square is a PNG, and generating is a PNG. If you start scrolling, server generating. This is the big problem. It's why? Because if you want to provide the visual analytic and as fast as possible, you need to provide the picture and then showing. Because exported PDF is super fast. Do you agree with me? No? It depends.
Yeah, because if you need to show in just 10 bars, you need to just 10 numbers.
10 bars, 10 numbers. Usually it's, if we know, each BI and analytics, reporting visualizer, designer, they do a lot of data, petabytes and everything. But biggest the problem is providing if you're exporting as a PDF, okay, PNG of the report, it's quite faster. You just open it, it's rendered. It's not need to interact with the server, client-server interaction. Here we are just spending a lot of things. This is the biggest problem, and please don't forget about, and please inform about the stakeholders. This is the interesting fact, because to me, otherwise, what I need to do, add more hardware. Only that option because it's a designing issue.
So I'd argue that you should probably be monitoring what your users are building, and if they're building this kind of stuff, then we should be reaching out to them and educating them.
Okay, absolutely right. Why I just mentioned that one? So monitoring that reports and our stuff. Absolutely good. Thank you. And so really, but usually it's not monitoring and our stuff, the reacting. It's more reactive. We need to be the more proactive. If we're starting to provide the people knowledge sharing, just saying please don't provide the tables and our stuff will be very good. This is my opinion. If I'm wrong, I will be happy if you argue. Because now, please argue with me. Because I'm new. I don't know how does it work. The next one, I just mentioned about the petabytes and our stuff. Especially I'm just saying the usual data warehouse. And by the way, I just read the data mart. It's a very good idea. But I need to pay for that big data because you have the joining and the improving, you have the staging, cleaned and our stuff. It's a really very good, interesting idea for faster providing the data, but you need to pay for data and the consuming of the data storage and our stuff. But one of the things, marts. Please don't forget about the marts. It should be the lowest possible because one guy just said, if you want to show the 10 bars, maybe better to provide the 10 numbers. It's very good. Anything else? Maybe I forgot something. You just started to maybe nervous. Everything is okay?
Yeah.
Anything else?
If you show just 10 bars, the next 10 minutes you'll be asked, can we see 20?
Absolutely right question.
5 years on Saturdays.
Absolutely right, because deep in that visualizing thing. This is the killer feature of the Tableau. You have the hyper, which is in memory calculating and everything. Because cubing, it's a really good thing. And it's why I'm not just saying please think about all the numbers. I'm just saying data mart. This is the main idea. Okay, anything else? But good option. No. So let me show some of the screenshots. This is the usual I can see. By the way, this is the REST API request. I just especially check in Tableau user group and ask a few people, a few environments. It doesn't related. One server located in the Asia, a few in the European Union. Every time they also meeting with that. And also sometimes access log is a quite older one. What's the biggest problem do you see? By the way, do you see it? What's visible? Okay. If you want, I can say you need to double check the HTTPD access 2015 and something like that. What's the big issue? Today, 2023. Prediction. Somewhere in the REST API endpoint response, put the old response, which is confusing. Do you want to know what's the big problem? The big problem of the related to the querying. By the way, also sometimes better to provide the feedback to the Tableau vendor. Do you agree with me?
Your piece of SQL shouldn't be that big.
This one. For regarding the SQL. var op Tableau Server data blah 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 PGSQL. It's an embedded database, data repository. Repository is a naming. Usually, if you have the quorum, it's usually two servers. One is a master, next one the slave. And also the almost last 3 releases, Tableau has the big problem related to the VFPG bouncer. That's why they decided to remove it. So if you look there, do you see the big problem? I especially showed what's the problem, but could you imagine what happened? Huh? You can Google it, PGSQL TMP. It's a temporary tables. Huh? No, it's not a lot of data. It's a temporary data. If you look in real data, it is 6 gigabytes. Okay, 10 gigabytes, let's say. What's the problem? Okay, we mentioned a few different type of the monitoring options. Create your own dashboard, admin insights, Tableau resource monitoring tool. Any idea what happens? Oh, okay. Let me answer. If I start to make a lot of join, it will be created the temporary table on the Postgres level. Any idea? Customer SQL. It's a very good answer. You are almost near, and I would like to say, if you starting to investigate your embedded database, please don't forget this is operational database. Usually sometimes if you remember, Tableau provide only 2 users to connect into a Postgres embedded database management system. Who remember? 2 users. You can connect to that database. Who remember? Only 1 user at least. Great. And second one is Tableau. Read right. And the biggest problem sometimes if you investigating, please don't forget you are joining a lot of things. And based on that, you can kill your database. Okay. This is the data mart. What's the issue here? One, two, three. Will it be problem?
What?
For making the dashboard, opening dashboard, that dashboard using the weight table, which is include almost 200 million records. Row.
Yes, it will kill the dashboard.
Great. Yeah, it's
No, I'm not using Tableau, but yes, it's obviously if you will try to open 200 million rows.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and also
If it's in the browser, you don't have such.
in the browser, if you remember, it's a PNG. It's absolutely great answer. You're understanding. But of course, someone will say we just download into the Hyper, but into the Hyper it will be more than 100 gigabytes, and then it's 400 gigabytes. It will be anyway the problem. Data mart, and it's absolutely great answer. And guy with who is saying 10 bars, maybe it will be great. And this is my last slide almost. I believe Tableau with synergy of Salesforce will improve Tableau. Only one thing, please provide me release notes. I will update because my philosophy is the latest is greatest. We will do it. I really believe that Tableau is providing a very good tool, and we need to sometimes use better because we are using sometimes, at least me, maybe cooking incorrectly. I will improve it, and please provide the vet possible the sanity checks and something like that. I will be happy. This is my last presentation before saying thank you for listening to me.
Thank you.
Any questions?
Did you enjoy your journey with Tableau troubleshooting after Atlassian projects?
To be honest, yes. Let me describe. For a long time, last 10 years, I'm just troubleshooting the Atlassian products. I was participated in 2017. I was a top contributor to Atlassian to improving the products, and also I was very happy once my requested the features or we together with community improved by vendor. You just starting to feel you are not the employee, but you are outside, but you can show we are using it like this. Which is why I'm just believing, why I'm said in the last slide, I believe Tableau will improve it. That's it. You're really good communicator, and I will be happy if you drop me some of the message. We can improve the something, because to me it's very interesting. Tableau, it's including a lot of small technologies imported and forked, and I will be happy if it will be improved. That's it. Thank you. See you later.